Who are you? Scientist. Ah, Mega Man, I see you've heard about our memory simulations. Just enter it with the with the teleporter. It's a beta though, so there may be some bugs. That is one thing that this game has been very conscious about. ¿Por qué no puedo? I'm physically incapable of moving, you guys. What is going on? Oh, it's a cutscene. Okay, I was really concerned that the game broke on me. No! Oh, good, I can move now. Okay. This looks concerning. Level 80! 80th place! CoinMaster with Snowman. Score of 3. Okay, and so those are the 5 judge scores in the order we've read about their stuff. This looks promising. Here we go! Okay, so the music here is the default music from the dev kit. It's really loud, I'm going to turn it down. This is my first level. I hope I win, but if not win, it's better than nothing. I am seriously afraid that I'm going to have to shrink my window size to reduce the amount of terrible lag here, you guys and girls and whatnot. Let's pause for a second. Actually, Pyro or any of the developers... That's what I get for talking. Pyro or any of the developers, could you please let me know if there's a way in-game to resize the game window? Because if not, that's problematic. Kind of like this level. Alright, we're gonna try out some weapons, because I feel like special weapons are... Oh, sneaky, okay. So there were 2 layers, which is not nice. I'm gonna try and rush Jet through here. Just go to game options. Is there a game options that I can... Do I have to, like, exit out? Actually, this was not the most appropriate point to try and use Rush Jet. Now! You'll notice that Rush Jet works properly if you were concerned about that for Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest 1. A lot of effort has been going into... What, dear? A lot of effort has... Oh, thank you. Press F2 to restart. It's in the title screen. That's fine. I'll go through here. I'll remember that. F2, thank you. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's not the greatest jump. When I'm done with this stage, I'll go in and I'll try and change the size of this so I can hopefully run this game a little better. Yeah, that was the one single biggest concern that I had about this, was not being able... Oh, hi. You were not there before. And I'm probably gonna die just from being here. Alright, is there anything... Ah, wheel cutter. Nope, that was not the best idea. Oh well, I tried. We're gonna get a little more into this. I will come back and beat this eventually, but I don't want to, you know, spend the whole stream dwelling on the very bottom. But yeah, a lot of effort has gone into bug testing, making sure that everything about this game is as good as possible. Right. Yep. Reset, this is unwatchable, you say. Okay, I'm resetting because it's unwatchable. I'm going to play at the tiniest screen size. And I'm going to hope that I can read everything and not go blind. And... I have a long way to go. Okay, and here's those long loading times that I was telling you about. Hopefully this works a little better. Still gonna be a bit laggy, but I'm doing the best I can. Wait. Whew. Alright. So, back to give this another shot. I'll give this 1 or 2 more tries. Hoop. Still a little slow, but workable. So I do get the impression that this level is deliberately not the best level ever. I could be wrong, but there are certain elements of it that really do feel like I'm being trolled a little bit. I think this is all I have, so I'm just going to be really, really careful. And fall down the pit just the same. Hi-yi-yi-yi-yi. Okay. Maybe I'll super arrow it this time. Oh, can only have so many at a time. I almost jumped on the spike. Right, forgot about that part. Huh! I thought those would actually disappear if you landed on them while you were doing your thing. Alright, last try, no matter what. I'll come back here and do this later. People got things to watch. Levels to review. Lag is still pretty bad. This is the best I can do. This game is very, very big. My computer is very, very old. So I don't mind there being this stupidly tricky jump here. But there is no good way to get... Yeah, there's no good way to get around it. And now that I'm playing on the tinier screen size especially, I can't see exactly which pixel I'm on. So we're going to exit this out. We're going to see what the judges have to say about it. And hopefully I'll catch up in the last time. Magnificent! I forget what voice we were using for you. This is why global warming exists. Less a level, more so a collection of ideas. The main thing that sets it back in its current state is the lack of organization and testing. I'm also British again. The level is littered with collision errors and enemies that can easily ambush the player. The ideas themselves, while not the most innovative, would easily find a good place in a level that was constructed more thoroughly, though. Was this level submitted as a joke? The placement of all enemies, obstacles, and solid blocks are placed at complete random, and most of the latter are fake or invisible. It's also extremely glitchy, with breaking the level using weapons being the only way to finish it. Ironically, though, and I'm pretty sure it's impossible to finish this level without using weapons, with the exception of breaking this level. What? Oh, there is nothing enjoyable about it. It's irritating, the level design is absolute bleep, the graphics are bleep, the level is barely functional. My controller is very sensitive about pressing even the slightest bit left or right. Something would not easily find a good place in a level that was constructed more thoroughly, though. I use the arrow keys. Oh, that's why. Somebody please wake me up from this nightmare. A Spark says, "My first level! I'm a natural!" If you notice the subtle weaving of the tile set, and how delicate each invisible block is oh, that's not even... Well, maybe he's British, too. Judge? Judge? I love this comic. I think he liked it! First place, here we come! Okay, I ruined everything. Let's keep going. Rbade in 79th place with Cardinal Man, scorer of 5. I am noticing that I cannot press up to teleport out very easily. Why am I standing there? That just seems like a bad idea. Okay. We're going to charge up here. We're going to use special weapons here. These are not necessarily my my go-to, but they're the first one that come up when I'm flipping through. You know, I knew that was going to happen. So you'll probably see me using these a lot. You know, if there hadn't actually been spikes there, I would have been able to grab that ladder. Alright. So I approve that the Wander Bell enemy from Challenger from the Future was thrown in here. Alright, so... there we go. Off we go. I think you could use some bees. So far... okay. That's background decoration, it looks like foreground. Oh, some of it is foreground. Not so good. I always like it when you're, like, throwing enemies down, they're doing cutesy stuff. So, very large problem. Right. Bees! Have some bees! So, very large problem here is, number one, the tiles are not clearly defined as what's foreground, background, ladder. The next problem is that in this particular section here, I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going, how I'm supposed to make that jump. Okay. Ow! Jump off the cliff! No, 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 no! So it's very difficult to tell what's going on here. Fish. You are forced to use Rush Jet, but are not... It's not clear that that's entirely necessary, because it looks like it could also go left. I am suspicious that there are probably no checkpoints around here. I'm also seeing that, yeah, so forced to use Rush Jet, not a problem in my book, those are probably spikes. We're gonna arrow here and hope for the best. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to do force special weapon use, give the player plenty of ammo to do it, and make it absolutely clear. I thought it could hit me in time. What you're supposed to do with it. Is that my energy element? Good! I made it! I did something! Good, good. Okay, let's see what the judges have to say about that. That wasn't too bad as far as gameplay experience goes. The level speaks for itself, really. It's a mess. It also completely baffles me that even with the auto-tiler, there still manages to be a level with random fake tiles. Meow. I think that's what that sounds like. It's called Cardinal Man, but where are the cardinals? Thinking. This was fun until I figured out you can actually reach any of the exits. No. Oh good, it's all comics! I love it! Because Ace didn't want to hear me reading in ridiculous British all the time. Everything's on fire. It's fine. Nice. Let's go here with 78th place. It's Alex 9000. Quirky, Unconsistent, Incomprehensible, Nonsensical track. Score of 7. Yeah, if Pyro or whoever, if you could fix it so that as soon as the icon appears, you can teleport, because I need to center myself pretty precisely. Okay, I like this music. This is a Pharaoh Man remix, which does not seem appropriate here. This level looks like it's still in testing. You know, I don't mind simple graphics, but some graphics would be nice. Hope that you know how... Hope that you know how springs work, because even though I do, that is a pretty tricky challenge to throw at a player right off the bat. There's really no need for this ladder to be here. You could have just teleported me up to the top. Boing. 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 Yeah, if you hold the jump button, you bounce super high. If you do not hold the button, you bounce at a certain height. We're going to assume that up is good. Oh! Wait a second. We don't have every weapon. Is this... I don't know what this is. Help! Oh good. It's not instant death. And not so great clipping here. You waited just a little bit long. I love that Slash Claw actually does cut things apart pretty well. Hi! I did not move quickly enough. Good thing I went left first, so as you might have seen if you attended my part 0 of this Magmal 2 live stream series, where I tested out what was going on in the dev kit and the sample levels there. Oh, does this spell something out? Key. Okay. Well, that's good to notice now. You can collect keys that unlock doors. Hopefully the glitch problems with that have been worked out. works! Excellent. Yeah, one thing that I think is very important when you are designing levels is making it clear which direction the level proceeds. I'm assuming those are death. Yep. I didn't quite jump high enough. That's a really tricky jump. Checkpoint, please. Checkpoint, please! I feel like I'm at a video game restaurant. It's okay if you jump when I tell you to. I mean, don't feel like pushing back on me in there. Boing. Actually, can I jump all the way? Yes, it's sort of like Drill Man stage where it looks like you're just gonna die, but in fact you can jump full height safely. Introducing lag bombs. Alright, we really don't need this many. Unless you start switching it up with some other gimmick. The bombs start to have less of a timer on them. Something. Boo! Change my open broadcaster encoder settings to ultra fast and then it works better. The next time I thought I did that, but the next opportunity I have to break. Jump! 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 I don't have Super Arrow. I have Slash Claw. Slash Claw is not Super Arrow. Dramatic pause. Yeah, if I could get consistent frame rates here, not laggy, this would be a lot easier. And if my button always worked when I pressed it. Pausing, something about wooden. I can change also when I stream online. When I am done with this stage, I may look into something else, try and fix up my settings. But honestly, the game was running a little sluggishly when I was just testing it without recording. And now we die. Actually, I'm going to use the quick slide button. I usually don't use the quick slide button. I think I saw like an E-tank or something hiding out there. And I'm just waiting for the thing at the very end that's just spikes that I need to jump over, because it's going to surprise me for not paying attention to what I'm doing and just sliding along. Okay. Another checkpoint, please. This looks like a boss door. Oh boy! I wonder how effective Slash Claw is against that, though I don't know if I'm able to get close enough. This is an okay challenge. If it were limited to a single screen, if I didn't need to scroll back and forth, I think I would like this a lot better. Wait for it. Yay! So I'm gonna blow up for me? Oh, I just need to cross there now. Oh, I blew that one. How do special weapons work in this contest again? You activate them, you fire them. Some levels can disable the use of certain special weapons. Okay, another checkpoint, please. Oh, yay! It's good. Okay. What do the judges have to say? Well, there was an attempt. I sort of like the fight with the Metal Patan, however you pronounce that, but the majority of the level is empty, featureless hallways. This level really lives up to its name, especially this incomprehensible part. I'm sad that compared to the other hilariously broken level, this one isn't as much fun to mess around in. Would have gotten big score if you didn't remove all the utility. At least it's completable? Well, I really appreciate the amount of effort that the author put into the graphics of this level, because I'm going to be honest here, it looks absolutely hideous. All I'm seeing is random tiles or sets of tiles placed random sections, not to mention the amazing choice of choosing blue as the background color, so I keep thinking I'm underwater when I'm not. The level still doesn't get a pass, even if we completely ignore the awful visuals. The level design consists of either obstacles placed randomly, or corridors either long and empty, or filled with the same object over and over. That's, of course, not to mention how poorly the camera is implemented in this level. That is, how glitchy it is. On a slightly positive note, I think the last mini-boss was done in a quite fun and creative manner. I can agree with that. But it obviously can't make up for everything that's bad about this level. At least its name is accurate. Yay, more comics! When they somehow bork the camera! Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Next we have 77th, Zaealix Mix and Match, score of 9. I'm also going to take a brief moment here to try and change the encoding to super fast, as Icy Tower suggested. Except off the top of my head, I don't see where that is, and I thought it was already set up that way. So realistically, I don't know that I actually want... Yeah, it is it is set up to be pretty fast. I may need to look into it in more detail later. But here we go, let's keep going. Settings, output, enable, advance... Okay, hang on a second. Settings. Advanced. Oh, I'm sorry. Settings... Wait, who? I don't actually have that option. I don't have an output... I don't have an output option here, I'm sorry. I must have a different version than you. So, we're gonna keep on going. Whoops, that's cat. Looking at other things later. This is not finished. I kinda want to jump out the whole fight! Okay, so at least we're kind of making something of the non-existent graphics. But again, if you hear Galaxy Man's theme, that's a sure sign that the music wasn't changed from the dev kit. Because I don't think anyone would have willingly... Oh, we can use stuff now. Let's have some chicken shish kebab. I don't think anyone would knowingly use Galaxy Man's theme for their level. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, also let me know how the music volume is. I kept it down because Galaxy Man's theme was put into the game very... Oh, was not expecting you to be able to do that. That's cool. That was a fun surprise there. Hey, a Noble Nickel! So these are collectibles new to Magmal 2. That didn't work. That also didn't work, surprisingly. We'll solve it with these. And if you collect enough of them... Oh, somebody didn't put a proper wall on the left side. Flash Stopper solves everything. Yeah, so there's some new collectibles. Something's going to set me on fire, I'm sure. Hi, it's Pyro! This level didn't have an exit when it was submitted, so... Okay! But yeah, Noble Nickels, they're just extra collectibles. You collect a bunch of them, something important happens, I'm not actually sure what. Well... Us judges each got the levels in a random order, and this was the very first level I judged. Starting things off with a bang, huh? Well, that level was over before it started, or finished. Kinda sad. I had some fun going through what parts of this stage do exist. The rooms got a bit repetitive after a while, but the initial ideas are there. I would like to... What? I would like to see a complete version of this stage. This stage is honestly very, very primitive. The level design just really sucks. You can just keep walking and shooting without doing anything else. Some sections have bad enemy placement, and some feel unnecessary to begin with. There are basically no graphics, the camera is buggy, and nothing here is remotely interesting. Oh, and you didn't need the sack... This sack. I can never pronounce this word. In that sack section. Wait, what? There was a sack section? And... forgetting to put an energy element at the end is a stupid mistake. There's honestly nothing likable about this level. Harsh! When someone submits to a level design contest using the placeholder tile set and music. Sakugarne! I will try. I will try. Next up, we have 76, Walmart. Wait. Willhart? The Fall. Oh boy, here's this music again. If I'm not mistaken, this was a, music included in the dev kit. So, here's something to keep in mind. You know what? I kind of feel like going up might be good. You've got people submitting to this contest from all around the world. English is not necessarily everybody's first language, so there is the potential for a language barrier when it comes to finding other people to playtest your levels in the fan community, in reading the instructions. There's the potential for people not having seen this at all until very close to the deadline and throwing together a level at the last minute. Not sure why those are up there. There are people who deliberately made a bad Mega Man level. There are people who have never made a Mega Man level before at all, or any kind of game level. This is their first experience with level design. There are people who have maybe made levels before, but... but haven't specifically worked with Mega Man assets before and maybe don't fully understand how everything works. Go up, you say. Well, I'll try this. We'll see how this goes. So, there's lots of different reasons why this could have been more challenging than just, guys, why can't you make a good level? Concerned. Okay. Not quite. Oh, good. Alright. I don't know, those X's look to me like spikes. Is there a random ceiling up there I can attach to? Nope, okay, good. Although I don't think I made it high enough for that. Yeah, alright. Good, good. Yay! See ya, it says in the background. Whew, alright, Pharaoh says, yes, I have beaten all the screens in this level. All 3 of them. Okay then. It started out pretty decently, but afterwards it just kind of fell apart. What happened? D? Oh, that's frowny face. Whoa. As for the part that lives up to the level's name, excuse me, I feel like the X indicators should have been introduced in a safer environment before the long drop, as I didn't know what to interpret them as until I was halfway through the fall. The part after I can barely take seriously due to its background messages and overall messy structure. Oh, I see. If you press down after you're all the way down, it jumps back to the top. That's why I keep jumping around here. Kind of a shame. You know, this level could have been much better, to put it simply. We're gonna bleep that one, even though it's not really a swear word, but it's fun to go. It's not frustrating or anything, but it's very poorly done. The level design feels random, and the stage layout isn't any better. In addition, I don't appreciate the random messages using tiles, and even then, the graphics are lackluster, and default music, bleep bleep. Anyway, it's not a stage I like, and much more effort could have been put into it. A Spark says, no, you are not seeking this. What? Someone submitted that! We're not even done yet! Right, I can barely read this, I'm sorry. So I apologize if I'm just completely making up text. Can I talk to you? Up and down says, help me! Oh, NinjaUmbreon in 75th place, Ancient Tomb, 10. Well, we've cracked the double digits. Okay, so I guess the rule is if you use Pharaoh Man's music, this is the tier where you go, just to keep it all together. I think this, wait a second, this is basically Pharaoh Man's stage, which means I should, okay, a little different now. Which means I should have known better than to get beaten by you. Okay. So far, so similar. Even changing up the architecture just a little bit is not... I don't know. So far, I might actually place this a little lower than one or two of the other levels that have been played so far, because it is oh so similar to what was already done. Ow. It's even following the same general structure. Yes, it is technically different. I recognize that. But I don't... You know, this is something that I would expect out of a fan game that's... Okay, that's different. What can I do aside from these? This is something I would expect from a fan game along the lines of some of the ones that I've played on my other my fan game sampler live streams, where you have bosses from different Mega Man games all together, and it's sort of light remixing of the stages. We've seen that a number of times. And I would be okay with this if this were that kind of game. But that is not this kind of game. It is make a good Mega Man level. And I guess the implication is make something we haven't seen before. In a vacuum, this is a decent stage, but in the context of having already seen Pharaoh Man stage following a very similar structure, yeah, I couldn't rate this very high. Hup. Alright, I'm starting to focus now. This is what my focus voice sounds like. Sounds like me not talking. Boop! Okay, we made it to the end. Presumably, there is a Pharaoh Man here. Oh, well, there's not even Flash Man here, so I guess we're just going to need to... Ah, I didn't hit the button at the right time. Okay. That was that level. Where are we going? It's a blatant edit of Pharaoh Man's stage. The beginning part is kind of different, and honestly, I kind of like it more than the original level, because original was just flat and lots of annoying scorpions, but here there's some variety. After that, the level doesn't even try to hide the fact that it's a blatant edit where there's literally just the original section, but with like one random out-of-place enemy added. There's just a mini-boss fight with Tama out of nowhere. There's like one random Rembakun added in the final stretch, and that's all the changes. Yeah. This was basically Pharaoh Man's stage with a few more enemies, nothing else. The fact that there was no Pharaoh Man boss at the end only made it more disappointing. Come on, man, that boss was even included in the dev kit! Also, one of the hovers failed to spawn, and I had to use Rush Jet, but I'm not sure if that's your fault or the game's. While this stage is fun to play, I don't believe that much of it was actually original, since it's basically a less interesting version of Pharaoh Man's stage. I don't really have anything to add here. To be honest, that basically sums it up. Sorry, plagiarism is not tolerated here. A dev kit level! I'll steal it! No one will ever know! Which direction am I going now? I think oh, because I came up a ladder. I see. I understand. And lastly, we have... Tier 1 boss. I'm going to attend this boss, but to speed the game along, I may skip the other tier bosses right now and come back to them later. Actually, I guess it's kind of necessary to see the tier 1 bosses. Sure, there may be some bugs. What is going on here, even? It's milk! What? From Mega Man Square Root of -1, one of Pyro's games. Let's see. Can we drown bees in milk? And I just finished playing through this. I had sampled it on live stream. Actually, that looks like it might work. Yes! So, Jewel Satellite is fantastic. My reflexes are not so fantastic. The weapon consumption on Jewel Satellite is not so fantastic. So help me if I die to milk. I like the addition of the water spouts. I'm glad they're getting some use. I like the glitchy Tier 1 theme. That was entertaining to me. We are going to exit out to the hub, I hope. Hopefully hub. Hubbub! You gonna say something different? No, you're not gonna say anything different. Why would you? I'm gonna go back to the lab just to see what Dr. Light has to say about my progress. And then I'm going to go to the shop to see if there's anything interesting. Whoops! That was fun. Actually, the milk fight was probably the most fun of that tier. But we move along. So, I can agree with the placement of those levels. 6 energy elements just getting started, I see. Keep up the good work. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Not sure what this music is from, actually, or if it's an original composition. I'm so glad that we reused and repurposed the hub from Magma 1. So let's see, I'm up to 90. 90 is enough to buy a frown. Okay. There are lots and lots of tiers. And I'm wondering, judges, particularly Pyro, is there a particular rationale for the number of levels that were grouped in each tier? Because, you know, 10 tiers, 6 levels a tier, that's only 60. I have nothing to say. Strike! I'm running one of those I need more voices in the back of my head to pull from here. I'm running one of those booths where you break glass bottles. I'm still waiting on the shipment for bottles, though. Arcade! Tier 5? Well, it's the next tier at any rate. In 50... Whoa! 50th place? How did we skip to that? Parmesan has 50th place. Hang on a second. Whoa. What did I do? Because we were only at, like... Wait, what is going on? Help me out, judges. I'm confused. This says Tier 1. This says Tier 1. Where... This says Tier 5. Well, I can't read. My screen is really tiny. The tiers are not in order in the hub. Why did you place the tiers out of order? Why? Why would you do that? Costume. Can I keep walking? I can keep walking. Okay. I have to look around. Hey, you give me a linear path, guys. Hi, Mega Man. I hope you like my silly little costume shop. Please do buy a costume or pick one you've already bought. Proceeds to go curing Roboenza. Nice. So roll. Rock, of course. Bass, good. Blues. Okay. My apologies. So, well, congratulations, Parmesan. We'll get to you in, like, 2 days. Okay, no, because seriously, it makes sense to number them in order. I am so confused. Do I go this way? Hey, just so you know, you're going to enter Tier 9 if you continue to the left. If you just come from Light's Lab and don't want spoilers, Tiers 1 through 8 are to the right. If you want to access the Tier 10 levels, take the platform to the left. That would have been helpful to have on the first screen right here. Okay, so Tier 1 we've completed. Tier 5, Costume Shop. Tier 4. We're looking for 2, right? This is whatever this is. Mega Man, welcome to my dojo. I had the idea of creating a meeting place for the bravest, strongest fighters right in the festival. I prepared some training rooms and some arenas with rematches against bosses for anyone, even you, to try. Some of the rooms in the dojo are locked. They'll become unlocked once you gain more strength. The arena! No. I'm sorry, I will try this eventually. I don't like arena battles. You may notice that I never went back and replayed the arena on stream from Magma 1. There is a reason for that. Also, I'm terrible at them. It's Brightman! He wants a hug. Burnerman says, I'm offended! The festival employees told me I'm banned from the forest because I'm too dangerous! I don't know why they'd say such a thing. I love trees! That are on fire. Tier 3? So, Pyra, I think you could have gotten people to notice the dojo if you interspersed some of the bonus stuff like the dojo, like the costume hut, in between tiers, like Tier 1, costume, Tier 2, dojo, that kind of thing. Because if it's a straight line, I'm expecting to go through each of these in the order that they're relevant to me. If it was more of a maze, then I might think about exploring more. Citizen says, it's nice to get a breath of fresh air every once in a while. I'm glad this festival is happening. I fell in a hole. Balloons need bees! Okay, maybe they don't need bees. Oh, Tier 2 is in a hole.